Today, we, the progressive side, believe that passive euthanasia should be legalized here in the Philippines. Passive euthanasia can intentionally letting a patient die by withholding artificial life support such as ventilator or feeding food. The progressive side of the legalization of passive euthanasia argues that individuals have the right to make their own decisions about their end of life care. Passive euthanasia involves withholding or withdrawing medical treatments that is keeping a patient alive with the intention of allowing them to die peacefully and without suffering. Here are some arguments in favor of legalizing passive euthanasia. First, respect for the patient's autonomy, reduction of suffering, resource allocation, legal clarity, dignity and life, consistency with other end-of-life practices, and burden on families, and lastly, the medical community. That's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed judges, and fellow debaters, today we gather here to discuss a deeply contentious issue that strikes at the core of our values and beliefs, whether passive euthanasia should be allowed or not. While the topic of euthanasia sparked passionate arguments on both sides, I would be glad to York, together with my team, stand firmly in opposition to the legalization of passive euthanasia. Passive euthanasia is intentionally letting a patient die by withholding artificial life support, such as ventilator or feeding tube. Passive euthanasia is the intentional ending of one person's life by another, motivated solely by the best interest of the person who dies. It also refers to terminating life via inaction. It will occur when an action that could have pretend that is not taken. It occurs when a patient dies because the medical professional either don't do something necessary to keep the patient alive. Our second speaker will discuss compelling reason and thought-provoking arguments that highlight the inherent dangers and ethical concern. Our third speaker will discuss those several acts and laws in the Philippines that against legalizing passive euthanasia. And our fourth speaker will summarize the arguments of second and third speaker. That's
Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you to consider the compelling data and facts that support the legalization of passive euthanasia in the Philippines. By embracing this compassionate practice, we can enhance end-of-life care and respect the autonomy of individuals facing terminal illnesses. A survey conducted by the University of the Philippines found that 67% of respondents expressed the need for legalizing euthanasia to end their suffering. This data reflects the genuine desire of patients to have control over their own lives and death. Furthermore, countries that have legalized euthanasia, such as the Netherlands and Belgium, have implemented strict regulation and safeguards to protect vulnerable individuals. These safeguards include requirements for multiple medical opinions, psychiatric evaluation, and a thorough assessment of the patient's mental capacity. This measure ensures that euthanasia is carried out only with the informed consent of the patient, reducing the risk of abuse. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. So throughout this debate, I will present compelling reasons and thought-provoking arguments that highlight the inherent dangers and ethical concerns associated with permitting passive euthanasia. And this include sanctity of life, the potential for abuse, the ethical responsibilities of medical professionals, the alternatives of palliative care, and the need of safeguarding against slippery slopes. So first, sanctity of life. It is important to respect and protect life even in situations of extreme suffering or terminal illness. Legalizing passive euthanasia could undermine its principle and potentially lead to devaluation of life in society. Second, slippery slope. Allowing passive euthanasia could pave the way for a slippery slope where the boundaries of acceptable euthanasia practices may be blurred. This could put vulnerable individuals at risk and compromise their autonomy and dignity. Third, medical ethics. The role of medical professionals is to preserve life and to provide the best possible care for their patients. Legalizing passive euthanasia places physicians in the difficult position of deciding when to withhold or withdraw life-sustaining treatment, potentially conflicting with their professional and ethical obligations. Fourth, importance of palliative care and improved end-of-life options. Rather than focusing on legalizing passive euthanasia, society should prioritize improving access to quality palliative care and end-of-life options. By investing in comprehensive pain management, emotional support, and compassionate care, we can ensure that individuals facing terminal illnesses can live their final days with dignity and comfort. Active efforts to enhance end-of-life care can provide a more compassionate alternative to euthanasia. Lastly, safeguarding against abuse. Legalizing passive euthanasia raises concerns about potential abuse and exploitation. Adequate safeguards must be in place to ensure that end-of-life decisions are made freely without coercion or external pressures, and establishing clear guidelines, rigorous consent procedures, and independent oversight can help mitigate the risk of abuse. The government shall therefore intensify its efforts to fulfill its duties under the Equal Protection Clause and the Bill provisions of the Philippine Constitution to promote the value of life and right of each individual to live. As we navigate these complex issues, let us remember the value of empathy, compassion, and respectful dialogue to find common ground and forge a future that upholds the principles of hope. In doing so, we can strive for a society that cherishes life while providing compassionate care to those in need. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. The concept of passive euthanasia entails the desire to hasten death in the patient's best interest, where the risk that their quality of life will be so poor that they would rather die than live. But there are other reasons for withdrawing from holding treatments as well. First is the respect for individual autonomy. In passive euthanasia, the individuals have the right to make decisions about their own lives, including the decision to end their suffering. They argue that denying someone the right to die with dignity is a violation of their autonomy. Next, passive euthanasia involves the withdrawal or withholding of life-sustaining treatment, such as feeding tubes or respirators, when a patient is terminally ill or in a vegetative state. In such cases, continuing medical interventions may only prolong suffering without offering any real hope of recovery or improvement. In cases where patients are in a persistent vegetative state or have no reasonable chance of recovery, passive euthanasia can spare patients and their families from prolonged emotional, physical, and financial burdens, allowing patients to die peacefully and naturally to be seen as a compassionate choice. Passive euthanasia can also be seen as a way to allocate limited healthcare resources more efficiently. By refraining from providing ill or burdensome treatments, resources can be redirected to patients who have a greater chance of benefiting from medical interventions. Legalizing and regulating passive euthanasia provides a framework for making end-of-life decisions and ensures that the process is conducted with proper safeguards. It allows for transparency, accountability, and the protection of patients' rights while preventing the misuse of euthanasia practices. Lastly, the empathy and compassion. The advocates for passive euthanasia emphasize the importance of empathy and compassion towards those who are suffering unbearably. They argue that allowing individuals to die peacefully, surrounded by loved ones, can be a more humane approach than subjecting them to ongoing medical interventions that offer no relief. That would be all.
So, good day everyone. In the Philippines, passive euthanasia is not recognized as the legal practices and it's considered to be against the law. The Philippine Constitution recognizes the right to life in any action that results in the premature death of an individual, even if it is intended to alleviate their pain and suffering. It's considered to be a violation of this right. The refusal to legalize passive euthanasia is supported by several acts and laws in the Philippines. One such law is the Republic Act No. 917, otherwise known as the Magna Carta of Women. This law recognizes and protects the right of women, including the right to health care and the protections from discriminations and violence. Another law that supports the refusal to legalize passive euthanasia is the Philippine Medical Association Code of Ethics. This code prohibits doctors from engaging in any activity that may result in the termination of patients' life, even if it is intended to alleviate their pain and suffering. Furthermore, legalizing passive euthanasia would go against the cultural and religious beliefs of many Filipinos, who believe in the sanctity of life and the importance of persevering. These beliefs are deeply ingrained in Philippine culture and are reflected in the country's laws and policies. That's all.
Good day, everyone. I am the fourth speaker of the affirmative side of this The patient in question euthanasia will typically be terminally ill or experiencing great pain and suffering. This means that the patient has no hope for recovery. The thing is, passive euthanasia is the act of letting the patient experience natural death by withholding or withdrawing life support. We are all thinking about legalizing passive euthanasia here in the Philippines. And considering many factors affecting the condition of the patient, most likely the financial stability or the effectiveness of the medical facilities here in the Philippines, it would likely be hard. Typically, we are always prolonging the suffering they experience because having a disease and literally experiencing many kinds of treatment is not that easy. And passive euthanasia gives the patient the dignity to die peacefully, the dignity to experience natural death, and the dignity to end suffering. Doctors should also be concerned with the fact the law is forcing upon the moral doctrine that may well be indefensible and has a considerable effect on their patient practices. Euthanasia is condemned not merely as illegal, but as contrary to that for which the medical profession stands, whereas passive euthanasia is approved. The idea is that it is permissible, at least in some cases, to withhold treatment and allow a patient to die. But it is never permissible to take any direct action designed to kill the patient. This doctrine seems to be accepted by most doctors, and it is endorsed in a statement adopted by the House of Delegates of the American Medical Association. Thank you.
I have a question to the affirmative side. So here are my questions. How would you consider those doctors who could possibly abuse to offer euthanasia to the family of patients because they are already fed up on providing appropriate interventions to lengthen the life of their therapists?
That would be the bad intentions of the doctors, not the passive euthanasia work. Because we promote the good intentions of passive euthanasia, which is to end the suffering of the patient. We have to consider the intentions of the object in order to judge the morality of passive euthanasia. We are considering the intentions of the doctor who uses passive euthanasia as reason. That is after regulations and can be considered as an error.
But we can't hide the fact that these abusive doctors still exist, especially here in the Philippines. How will you address these abusive doctors?
I want to clarify, because I've said it earlier, that we are considering the intentions of the doctor who uses passive euthanasia as reason. This is out of regulation and can be considered as a law. This means that the government is...
Here is my argument as the last speaker of the negative side. Euthanasia would be unacceptable because it could let the medical practitioner abandon his responsibility to care and comfort, losing the opportunity of caring for vulnerable people denies us as an essential part of our humanity. Legalization of euthanasia is usually championed by those who have witnessed a loved one die in unpleasant circumstances, often without the benefits of optimal quality care. This leads to demands for a right to die, but in reality, the slogan is misleading. What we are considering is not the right to die at all, but rather the right to be killed by a doctor. More specifically, we are talking of giving doctors a legal right to kill. This has its own dangers, which we need to consider as well. Passive euthanasia or even active euthanasia gives too much power to our doctors. Calls for euthanasia have been encouraged either by the failure of doctors to provide adequate symptom control or by their insistence on providing inappropriate and mental health interventions, which neither lengthen life nor improve its quality. This has understandably provoked distrust of doctors by patients who feel that they are being neglected and exploited. The natural reaction to this is to make the doctors more accountable. Ironically, legalization of passive euthanasia makes the doctors less accountable and gives them more power. Patients generally decide in favor of euthanasia on the basis of information given to them by doctors. If a doctor confidently suggests a certain course of action, it can be very difficult for a patient to resist. Diagnosis may be mistaken, prognosis may be widely misjudged, treatments which the doctor is unaware of may have recently been developed or about to be developed. The doctor may not be up to date in symptom control. Lastly, doctors are human and subject to temptation. Sometimes their own decision-making may be affected consciously or unconsciously by their degree of tiredness or the way they feel about the patient. Euthanasia gives the medical practitioner power that can be too easily used, and a level of responsibility they should not rightly be entitled to have. So in conclusion, passive euthanasia should not be legalized because it makes the doctors the most dangerous man in the state. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, fourth speaker, here's my question. You said earlier that the patients give the doctors the right to heal. Do you really consider the consent from the patient the doctor is not responsible for that?
Humans do not have the dominion over life but are just stewards of life, which is a gift from God. Therefore, humans don't have the right to kill someone by the mandation of someone.
But passive euthanasia is letting the person die, not killing. So you're saying that active and passive euthanasia is the same?
Yes, because both has the same act of killing someone, even if it is passive or active.
No more questions.
Thank you.
Passive euthanasia is a way to respect an individual's autonomy and right to make decisions about their own life. If a person is terminally ill and suffering from pain and has made the decisions to refuse further treatment, they should have the right to do so. Denying them the right to be a violation of their autonomy. It is seen as a compassionate and humane way to end the suffering of a terminally ill person because continuing the medical treatment may only prolong the suffering and delay the inevitable, causing unnecessary pain and discomfort to the patient. By allowing the terminally ill patients to refuse further treatment, medical resources can be redirected towards patients who have a better chance of recovery. That came from the purpose design. Thank you.
As closure to this debate, let me set my last and final argument. God is the origin of all life and the sustainer of all life, biblically. For that reason, human life has a dignity greater than the sum of life's parts. Human dignity is not conferred by one's actions, by the judgments of others, or by the play of law. Rather, it is conferred by God. Thank you.
Sebagai